Yo yo! Welcome to Sista Punk Studios. I'm Keisha, and you can like and subscribe for more of my reviews, music, and vlogs. If you've got a craving for anime, seriously go check out my playlist for tons of fresh and classic anime recommendations. This review caught me by surprise right when I was in a rut of what was I going to watch next. Then I came along an anime summary of a ballerina who finds a super advanced psychic robotic motorcycle and is labeled a terrorist in an attack against a global dictatorship. She proceeds to take down the government and save her friends and family with her dancer fighting motorcycle fusion technique. I was totally ready to get into this exhilarating and liberating anime, Rideback. Listen, I've been watching anime for over a decade and I've hardly heard of anything as unexpected as a plot like this, while still having an engaging but straightforward progression. Plus, the anime adaptation is by my favorite studio, Madhouse, giving us an entertaining series with fantastic visuals, great music, and both subtle and dramatic, realistic messages. Rideback started as a manga series from the early 2000s by Tetsuro Kasahara. The story is set in 2025, and I still feel the tension of watching a series in the not-so-distant future. Rideback tells of an alternative timeline in a global government, also known as the Global Government Plan, or the GGP, and they're in a civil war against a terrorist group known as the BMA, the Border Military Alliance. As the GGP maintained order in society, the citizens quietly accepted their existence under their authoritarian rule. Rin Ogata was an up-and-coming ballet dancer with a promising future, but suffered a serious injury while dancing and decided to quit before university. This injury tramples on her dreams, confidence, and aspirations to be like her mother, who has always encouraged her in dance. But years later in college, she finds herself suddenly intrigued by a transforming motorcycle, mecha-like robo-vehicle known as the Rideback. It seems out of character for her, but Rin is genuinely curious by this agile machine named Fuego and takes it out for a joyride. She soon finds that her unique ballet skills with balance and finesse make her a natural on a Rideback. So at this point, we're going along with Rin's happy-go-lucky realization that she's found a new hobby, while there's a corrupted government agenda happening in the background. And then there's a terrorist attack, with Rin's friend trapped inside while the BMA holds citizens hostage, and the government force is ready to unleash their military fire. Rin madly mounts Fuego and zooms into the scene to save her friend. Very cool, but not very safe. Her skills get more than noticed by the government forces and the Resistance Alliance leader in her efforts to save her friend from danger. Though they are able to escape, Rin becomes a legend as her stunts are publicized. She is labeled an ally by the Alliance, a hero by citizens, and a terrorist by the government forces. As Rin becomes entangled in the government's affairs, she finds herself struggling to come to terms with her own existence and the world around her. Rin and her family become targets and scapegoats for the government's reasoning to use ridebacks in order to police the prefecture. And it doesn't take long before they become unmanned killing machines, in order to combat the rising use of these machines by rebels, who are more often just normal kids goofing around on bikes. But these dirty politics give the police any reason to beat them senseless or lifeless, and then blame it on them for resisting or for being terrorists. So Rin is conflicted. She loves her Rideback Fuego. It's given her life, and it's given her the ability to dance and fly again. But Rin is starting to realize the chain of misfortune that has followed her since she began this Rideback journey, and the harm that's come to people who she cares about throughout these events. Police brutality is very present throughout this series, and it's so bizarre and relatable because Rin and her friends are portrayed like everyday people who are caught up in this madness that has and continues to occur in our real world. Law enforcement have little objections towards the application of lethal force and tactfully divert responsibility onto the victims. When Rin's brother ends up being framed for murder, she realizes that she's gonna have to hurt people. Rin's motivation is to dance, not to fight. But when she's cornered, her dance reflexes make her swift, confident and deadly, especially aboard Fuego. Her battle against the government forces exposes their crimes and use of violence, and forces their public support to crumble as protests rise. Rin fights to be freed from vilification, from further bloodshed, and from her own self-doubt. I enjoyed the main character Rin as well, because I like seeing characters grow and develop and examine their past, not just give us a hazy flashback. And even though the characters change in certain ways, they still remain true to their original selves. Rin didn't need to go through an edgy black leather phase or be cold to her friends in order to analyze her role in this traumatic world and motivate her will to fight. This anime Rideback was so exciting, action and drama filled, but still a really easy watch that's aged well in this new decade. Like and subscribe for more videos every week at Sista Punk Studios. And check out my playlist for more anime reviews, music exclusives, and vlogs. Thanks for watching. Peace.